light on. About to go. Soft six the ground, they're off racing, and Sunset Session jumped away quite well. Castle Road began fairly, and burning across here is Warning Label, Old Chap, and also Nice Sort going up there, and settling in behind those is Desert Life. So Castle Road's going to settle toward the speed as they settle properly into stride. They've completed nearly 300 and goes up there now with Sunset Session. So Castle Road and Sunset Session. Behind those next of all is Cosmic Treef running about there, just looking very raw and green as Old Chap. Then further back behind them is Warning Label coming under heavy pressure. There's no run at the moment for Desert Life. And so as they come by the 300 metre mark, Castle Road, the top weight, now being cranked up by Staples, a length and a half clear from Sunset Session, who sticks on well here against the outside. In behind them, battling away next is Desert Life. Castle Road's in front, clinging on. The class, the quality under the 61 and is going to prevail. Gets home first up, Castle Road from Sunset Session. Third, 2.5 lengths away, Desert Life, followed home then by Cosmic Treat. Next in was Nice Sort, followed by Old Chap, and Warning Label trails them home, the last in that small field. You can't beat class. He's got a bit of that. He's a stakes winner, and it returns today, this afternoon, and makes it another victory. That is 4 out of 7 for Castle Road. The Perth Stakes winner under the 61 on this rain-affected track. Jumped okay, worked his way up there, put himself up on speed, virtually getting to the lead from Sunset Session. Sean McGruddy, which has run well on debut, the Sessions gelding, and behind them Desert Life just kept plugging away under heavy pressure at that stage from Chris Parnham, but it was too good for them. I had to give them plenty of weight, naturally enough, Castle Road, but still proved much too classy. By Safeguard from Clare Castle for Laura Jordan, Paul Van Lowenhout, Mrs. J. Bond, the Magumba Park team, C. Hannigan, Gary Dickey, D. Della Rocca, P. Kirby, Lorraine Atherton, B. Downey and GM Downey, T.J. Morley, Dave Harding, L. Carver. And continues this fine record, and he's now had the 3 goes over the 1,003 wins. First time here, I think it is, for memory, and Castle Road delivers for Craig Staples and Paul Jordan. Beating home Sunset Session for Gangemi Thoroughbreds and Forest View Farm, along also G. McNally and Simon Merritt from Western Race Picks. And is a Sessions Biscay Bonnie 3-year-old, trained by Chris and Michael Gangemi, ridden by Shooter McGruddy. Third, 5, Desert Life, a Russian Revolution filly out of 1 Mississippi for Mrs. B. Churchy, trained by Michael Lane, ridden by Chris Parnham. And the margins are 3/4 by 2, and if that time's right, it's 58.17 home in 34.36. Next event will be the Nev Parnham Handicap over 1,600. Take out 9 Rommel's Goddess and 11 in Heavenly Lady. As we go downstairs and catch up with Lockie here after this victory of the favourite in Castle Road, trained by Paul Jordan. Fortunately, the horse is moving much more smoother than Paul.
Thanks, Darren. Castle Road returns to the races, and Paul Jordan joins you now. Paul, congratulations on the win. He's a very tough 3-year-old.
No, it's very good. But Belmont would have been better, but we're here. No, it's okay. Good stuff.
We've seen throughout his career he's had the tendency to lay out in his races. Was that helping him in any way, that he couldn't lay out any further along that outside fence?
No, it's immature. He's really improved mentally, this time in. I don't know if you saw the trials, and the same here, he didn't rip and tear, he just travelled nicely.
I note that the earmuffs went on today. Have they been on behind the scenes, and has that potentially been the making of him this time in?
Mate's probably that, and Lisa Staples. Lisa really likes him, and she rides him in all his work, so she's done a terrific job.
So where to next for a horse like him? Obviously, we're still many months away from our summer carnival. Do you feel like he could measure up in some really nice races later this year?
Yeah, I think so. I think that we'll give him another run, and then I'll give him a break, and then we'll bring him back for those. So I didn't want him to get him too heavy, because he's quite a big, strong horse, and during the winter it's enabled us to sort of re-educate him a little bit, stop him from charging.
A nice problem to have. Blue card, can he run a race in the next?
Well, he's got to run better than he did the other day. I mean, the other day couldn't catch the field. No, he should go better.
A great result for yourself and the owners here. Well done.
Yeah, it's great money. Platinum and Sun speed, super stuff.
Exactly right. There's Paul Jordan after the win of Castle Road. Craig Staples is just catching up with a few very happy connections. No scales over here, Craig. We're down there towards the jockeys' room. So Craig will make the long walk into the jockeys' room, make things official. Gets the all clear from the boss, Paul Jordan. He says, thank you very much, Paul. And he'll catch up with the connections for a photo, and then he'll head Scotty's way after the win of Castle Road. Great to see this 3-year-old back at the races and back in winning form, Scotty. Not easy to carry the 61 kilos, but his class really prevailed late.
I like the aggression too from Paul Jordan not to claim off this horse either. Lead the senior rider on. He's obviously got a few quirks. You could see him there. He wanted to lay out under pressure, and that's been a bit of a characteristic of his across his entire career to date. He certainly doesn't mind hanging a little, but we'll get a word from Craig Staples once he's weighed in, and we'll get him to head inside, make it official, and then come on out, and we'll get a word on his return. But of course, with the West Speed bonuses, Lockie, it makes it an $80,000 result for him today and takes his prize money to $380,000. It's incredible as a 7-start horse that he's earned so much money in such a short space of time. He's going to be a wonderful flag bearer for the West Speed bonus scheme. But Craig Staples is joining us now. Bullet, nice horse, nice return.
Yeah, he's super. He's come back a little bit calmer, not anything perfect, but there's still improvement there. His attitude is still pretty full on. My wife, once again, does a wonderful job. I never ride him work. And I say to Paul, I said, you sure you want me to ride him? He goes, absolutely, son, you're fit, you'll be right. And so I make an effort to come out for this one, which is pretty easy. Nice
strike rate for you too. You just come here and kick one home. But on Monday, we saw that at the trials. We saw that he was back in good order.
Yeah, very impressive against the older horses. Even Stephen Parnham leaned against me. He was on zip away and he said, what's that? I said, yeah, he's a nice 3-year-old. He goes, well, that was impressive. So I knew I was on the right track when you have one of S. Parnham telling you that.
Looks like he's in for a nice campaign, and there's some big riches on offer as a 3-year-old.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said to Paul, if he can start doing things right, just calming down before the race, he'll go next level.
Like in that run there, you were just looking after him too with the 61?
Absolutely. Very hard to sprint with that weight. Normally Paul's definitely a claimer, but I don't think this will be a great horse for a kid to ride, unfortunately, at this stage. But yeah, he carried that weight in the trial, no worries. And wet track at trials, come here, I was actually quite pleased coming up the straight because less chance of getting in behind him.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you very much.
There's Craig Staples. He combines with Paul Jordan and a really nice 3-year-old in Castle Road. He's back at the races and back in a big way. He takes out the opening race here at Pinjarra Park, the Bert Harrison Plate.